Hi everyone, welcome back to AtOnePilates. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Today we're going to focus on our arms, into some shoulder work and also some upper back work. Okay, we're going to use our resistance bands if you have one. If you haven't got a resistance band, you can use weights as an alternative, and if you haven't got either of those, you can improvise with sort of carabines or dressing gown cord or something like that. Something that you can sort of improvise with that will do much the same work as those. If you don't have anything, or you'd rather not improvise, then just do the exercises without anything, do the same movements and really try and visualize having the weight or the band or something in your hand, and that will help you sort of work through the muscles a little bit harder. Okay. So we're going to begin seated, but you can actually do these first exercises standing if you prefer. I'm going to begin cross-legged, but you can have your legs out in front. I'm going to take hold of our band, or weights if you're using weights, taking band around about shoulder width apart. We're going to go into our lat pull down. We do it all the time in class, so you know it well. Get the nice tall posture, whether you're seated or standing, lengthening out through the top of the head with the string and engaging core muscles. Okay, so relax your shoulders and then float the arms above your head, take the band wide and then bend the elbows, bringing the band down behind you as you bring those elbows into your waist. We'll then push up and we'll go again, take it wide, bend the elbows, bring the band down behind you. Elbows come into your waist, keep long through the body, don't change the posture to get the band down. If you need to, you can take the band to the front, to the chest, just taking the band a little further forward, still bending those elbows into your waist, but taking the band to your chest instead. Either version, make sure you feel those shoulder blades moving down your back behind you and really starting to work through the latissimus dorsi, the big muscle that pulls on those shoulder blades. So a few more of these. Lovely, whichever version you're doing, give me 3 more. Lovely, 1 more if you want to. Lovely. And then we'll take that straight into a lat stretch. So you take the band wide and then slowly lower the arms all the way around towards the floor behind you, or to the back if you're standing, and then come back again, keeping the arms straight. Bring the band around to the front. Lovely. We can do that another time. You take the band, add the tension when you need it, going all the way around behind and then coming all the way back. And just to show you that without the band, if you don't have a band, you can do it. And just take the arms wider when you need to, taking them all the way around and then coming all the way back. Lovely, well done. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to sit on the band. If you're standing, obviously you're going to need to stand on your band. But if you're seated like me, you can sit on the band. We are then going to grab the band, if you're sitting on it, quite close to you. Elbows are going to be tucked into your waist. I'm actually going to straighten my legs out in front now, I think. I'll get my knees out of the way. So elbows tucked into your waist, about a right angle at the elbow, and then we'll take that into a bicep curl. So you're just curling your hands towards your shoulders and then slowly back down. Okay, so when you're ready, curl the band towards your shoulders and slowly down. Carry on with a few more of those. Obviously, if you're doing it with a weight, you're just taking the weight towards your shoulder and again, slowly back down. And if you're doing it without either, just imagine that weight or band in your hand as you pull the hand towards your shoulder and down. A couple more, whichever version you're doing. Bicep curl and slowly down. Keep your shoulders as relaxed as possible, still lengthen through the back. Core engaged. Lovely. When you've finished the last of those, we'll then take one side of the band, this time a little bit further away if you're sitting on it, and we're going to, with our palm facing down towards the floor, we're going to lift that arm. I would recommend you pop the resting arm on your shoulder, just to try and keep that shoulder down. So just lightly position that opposite hand on your shoulder, and then bring that band and arm up to shoulder height. Just work out where the tension needs to be in your band to work through the arm as you lift just to shoulder height and slowly back down. Give me a few of those. Lift, slowly down. Don't let the shoulder come up with the arm. It's just the arm moving. And down. Up. And down. Couple more. Up. And down. Up. And down. Lovely. Take it up one more time. Hold it at the top and let's just pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Lovely. Lower that down and take the band the other side. So again, we are going to do opposite hand on to the working shoulder, if you like. Grab the band, palm facing down. And then knowing how much where you need to hold the band to get the right tension, bring that arm up to shoulder height and slowly lower. Keep going with a few of these. Up and lower. Obviously, if you're standing, you can stand on one end of the band and work through the arm on the other side. One more if you can. Keep your posture nice and tall. And then take that arm back to the shoulder height. Hold it there for a few seconds and start to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And lower it down. Well done. Super. So, either remaining standing or staying in your seated position, we'll take it into a tricep extension. Again, one you know well. Take the band in one hand, dangle it down behind you, elbow to the ceiling, anchor the band with your opposite hand around mid-back, and then you'll extend the arm to the ceiling, making sure you straighten right out through that arm, and then slowly back down. When you're ready, go again, extend, and slowly down. A few more. Extend. And down. Extend. Slowly down. This, of course, can be done with a weight or without any weights or bands. Just keep imagining that equipment to help encourage you to use more muscle. Excellent. Let's just do one more of these on this arm. And when you finish the last one, you change hand on the band, or obviously if you're doing a weight, you can move the weight into the other hand. Take the arm straight to the ceiling, bend the elbow down. So your elbow stays pointed to the ceiling the whole time, and then you're just taking the weight behind you and then raising it to the ceiling. Bring it down behind you, slowly moving, and to the ceiling. Try and keep your neck and head in alignment with the rest of the spine. Super. Let's just do a couple more. Excellent. When you finish your last one, bring the band or weight down. And actually, we're just going to then take it into a tricep stretch. So you'll need to double your band, double it again. And again, if you haven't got a band, this actually is one where you really don't need a band. This is just going to be something for us to grab onto. So you could use anything that was that length, that's quite solid. Even a wooden spoon probably would do it. So dangle the band behind your back, grab hold of it with the other arm. And then we're going to use the top arm to slowly pull that back arm up towards the top half of your back. So it's encouraging more movement, more range of movement through that back arm rather than this top arm. And we pull it a little bit more. Once you've got as far as you can, don't worry, if you can't get very far, it doesn't matter. Just go as far as you can and then try a little bit more after you've had a little sit there. Hold it for a little while. Just breathe naturally, sit tall, core muscles engaged. Lovely. Then we'll change arms. Do exactly the same, but the other way around. And you may find one arm is very different to the other. I know I do, so you may well do as well. So other arm holds the band in the top hand and slowly start to pull that bottom arm up your back. Okay, as I say, don't be surprised if one doesn't go as far as the other. It's quite normal. Once you've held it a little while, pull a little harder so you can get it a little bit higher, a little bit more range of movement. Don't do anything that feels too painful, just challenge yourself a little. Lovely, and release. Excellent. Okay, so again, taking the band or the weights, we're going to swivel around and set ourselves up into a nice seated position with most of the mat behind us. Now, if you've got the weight, you'll put the weight on, sorry, if you've got the band, you'll put the band under your feet, making sure it's nice and spread out across your foot so that there's not much chance of it slipping off. And then we are going to hold the band and we're going to start by going into a C curve. So nice tall sit position to start, engage core muscles, lengthen out through the top of the head. On your next out breath, take a C curve into the back, so you're sort of tilting the pelvis towards you, falling sort of towards the back of your pelvis if you like, and coming to about 45 degrees. At this point, we will tuck our elbows into our waist and give ourselves some more bicep curls. So you've got the band under your feet and you're pulling on both arms, elbows tucked tight into your waist as you bicep curl the hand towards your shoulders. Of course, you're working hard through the core to maintain that C curve. If at any point you start to feel any issues with the lower back, then come out of your C curve, have a break. You can, if you really want to, do this sitting tall if you don't like the C curve at all. Give me a few more of those. Again, obviously you can do this without the band, but with a weight instead. So you'll go into your C curve and then just do your bicep curls with the weight instead. Or you can do it with neither, just as a straightforward arm movement. So, a couple more of those. And then we're going to roll it back up to sitting. Sit nice and tall again. And this time we'll take it into what's called a rhomboid movement. We're going to take the arm diagonally, sort of up and behind you, pushing the elbow behind you. And we'll look towards it as it goes behind us. Now again, you can do this just sitting upright. If you do sit upright and do it, really keep that back nice and straight. If you're going to work a little harder through the core and do your C curve, then again, tilt the pelvis, roll back, and then take the arm behind you, elbow pushed behind, look towards the elbow, so you're twisting through the waist as well, and then off to the other side. Push that elbow behind you, look towards the elbow as it goes behind, and again forward. And keep going from one side to the other. Nice C curve, core engaged, twisting through the waist, so you're including your oblique muscles as well, and working into the rhomboid in the back. Lovely, couple more if you can. Just finish off so you've done it evenly to each side. Take a break if you need it. Remember, you shouldn't be feeling anything in the lower back. It's all about the core. Come back up to sitting. Take a break if you need it. So the final of our moves, rolling back, is our full roll up. So we can use the band if you wish, either just to start or throughout, just to get you firing up the right muscles. Nice tall sit position. Again, tilt the pelvis. Slowly lower bone by bone down onto the mat. Go all the way onto the floor. Core muscles engaged, and then if you want, use the band to help you come back up again. Sitting tall at the top, having a nice back stretch when you get there. Or if you'd rather do it without the band at all, you can just lower yourself down, nice and tight through the core, protecting your back. Take the arms towards the floor above your head. And on your next out breath, core engaged as you sit nice and tall, and then get that lovely back stretch as you lean over your legs. So any version, with or without band, or weights if you want. Lovely. Let's just do one more and we'll finish down on the mat. So you finish the one you're doing and then go back down onto the mat. And we'll set ourselves up in our nice neutral spine. So, making sure everything's where it should be, feet and knees hip distance apart. Relax your arms down by your sides, wiggle that pelvis around, find your neutral spine and engage core muscles. We're going to go into opposite arm, opposite leg extensions. Again, another familiar exercise. So you'll slide one leg of the way as you take the opposite arm down towards the floor above your head. Once they're both fully extended, you'll then slide the leg back in. The arm floats back to the setup position by your side. And without any shifting weight through the torso, you'll go off with the other arm, other leg. Try sliding, try breathing out as you slide your limbs away. And breathing in as they come back to set up. Breathe out as they go away. In as they come back to set up. Now remember, we're looking for neutral spine throughout this. The whole of the back stays in nice neutral position. If you want to challenge yourself a little further, you can take the leg a little higher, or if you want to challenge yourself even more, you can float one leg and then the other into the tabletop position. And again, do your opposite arm, opposite leg extensions from there. Still maintaining that nice neutral spine throughout. Your rib cage stays the same position on the mat the whole time. Pelvis remains the same the whole time. And you'll have that nice S shape to the spine. Bless you. Can you move out of the way, Muffin, please? Move. Thank you. So we'll carry on with the last few of those. Excellent. And when you finished your last one, whichever version you're doing, just bring your knees into your chest and rock around a little on the mat. Lovely. Let's come up and go on to our sides for the first of our side moves. So today we're going to set up in the banana setup position. We haven't done this for a while. The legs are straight but slightly forward of the body, and the top arm is again, the top arm is out in front of you this time actually, and your bottom arm is out in front of you this time, and your top arm is going to go over your head towards the floor. You'll recognize it when we start, but this is where we push ourselves up onto that front arm as you lift the top arm and the top leg and meet those in the middle. So you're lifting your upper body off the mat entirely, okay? So it's push up effectively through this front arm. Slowly come back down. You may need to reposition the front arm to make sure you can push yourself up with that. So lift yourself up, hand comes towards foot, and then lower yourself back down. You're going to lie there, are you? Well done, right where I need to be. Lovely. Let's do a few more of these. So if you need to take a break, do. Last one. And slowly back down. Lovely. Excellent. Bend your knees so that your feet go towards the back of the mat, your knees towards the front. And then we're going to wrap that bottom arm around us, positioning our top arm by our bottom shoulder. So this now becomes a tricep push-up for this top arm. As we push down through that front arm, lifting again the upper body off the mat. You should really clear the whole of the mat. Try not to leave your bottom arm on the floor, helping you to get up. That should be off the mat with the rest of the torso. And then slowly lower yourself back down onto the mat. And it's about going down slowly more than anything. That's where you'll really feel yourself working through that top arm tricep. So push up again. Try and keep your legs on the floor. Sometimes they want to come up a little off the floor as you push yourself up, but just do your best to keep them in position. Push up and slowly back down. And again, push up, slowly down. Let's do a couple more of these. Push up. Slowly down. And again. Lovely, well done. Let's swing our legs to the other end of the mat and just do those 2 exercises on the other side. So bottom arm goes in front for the first one. Legs are straight but forward of the line of the body in that banana shape. Top arm goes down towards the floor above your head. When you're ready, making sure that bottom arm's in the right position, you're going to lift your upper body off the mat as you bring your top arm towards your top leg. So you're up on your elbow of that bottom arm. Slowly lower yourself back down. And again, when you're ready. One more, finish the one you're doing. And when you've finished that, you can bend those knees again. Wrap the bottom arm around you. Top hand goes in front of your bottom shoulder. Core muscles engaged. And when you're ready, push yourself up off the mat with that front arm. And then slowly lower yourself back down. So remember, we're trying to clear the whole of the torso and the bottom arm off the mat, taking the weight of the body into that front arm, and then slowly lowering yourself back down. Super, a few more. Finish the one you're doing, do one more. Lovely, well done. Let's go back onto our backs, okay? So this time we're going to start with a shoulder bridge, okay? So when you're ready, nice neutral spine setup position, arms down by your sides. You can tilt the pelvis and slowly peel and curl bone by bone off the mat, coming up to a nice ski slope position between your knees and your chin. Take a nice deep breath in and then slowly lower bone by bone down through the mat, going through the small of the back before you roll back into neutral spine. So you can go as slowly as you like for this one. Try to breathe out all the way up. If you need to take an in-breath as you're going up or down, just stop, take an in-breath and then carry on with the movement when you're breathing out. If you want to make it a little more interesting or work a little bit through the shoulders as you do this one, you can start to float the arms off the mat beside you and slowly lower them down to the floor above your head. Nice deep breath in at the top, and then again slowly lower bone by bone down through the spine as you lower the arms back to your sides. When you're ready, we'll do that again. If you need to readjust yourself, do. You can sometimes travel doing this one, so be careful. Tilt the pelvis, peel and curl bone by bone off the mat, floating the arms if you want, so that they go towards the floor above your head. Still get that nice straight line between your knees and your chin. And then when you're ready, on your next out breath, lower bone by bone down through the spine, making sure you go through the small of the back as the arms come back to your sides. Obviously, if you get tired, you can just take it in back into a regular shoulder bridge without the arm movements. It's quite nice to get that movement through the shoulders as well. especially as we've been doing all that arm work today. Whichever one you're doing, finish the one you're doing, and then we'll take it into your little arm moves, just to get those shoulders loosened up a little bit more. This is just the arm circles. You take the arms from your side down towards the floor and then circle them around the outside. You can just do the arms if you like. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little more, extend alternating legs as each time the arms go down towards the floor. And of course, if you want to make it harder still, you'll float one leg and then the other to the tabletop. Do your arm moves as you extend your legs from that position, moving them back to tabletop as they come back to your sides. Lovely. Again, one or two more, make sure you've done evenly to each set of limbs. If you're moving the limbs, the legs rather, if you're just doing the arms, then just finish off with a couple more. You can lower the feet back to the floor if they're in the raised leg position. We're just going to finish with some shoulder drops. I want you to bring your fingertips together, pointing towards the ceiling. Sorry, not together, actually palms facing each other rather than together. Reach one set of fingertips towards the ceiling and then just relax the shoulder back onto the mat. Reach the other, relax it down. If you don't like that sort of release of the shoulder, just lower it slowly back down again with control. So it's entirely up to you whether you do the drop or not. Just finish off the set you're doing. And then we'll take the arms out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. We've got the right angle at the elbow that we have with the swan dive, but obviously we're on our backs today. So it's a reverse swan dive setup, if you like. And then all I want you to do is keep that neutral spine position. Don't overarch the back as you slide your elbows into your waist. Just come as far as you can. You don't have to go all the way to the waist. You should get a stretch across your chest, right into each shoulder, right deep in the shoulder, right across the chest. Come back up, come back down when you're ready. Keep the neutral spine position. Don't overarch your back in order to get those elbows closer in. You want to keep all your shoulder, all your rib cage on the mat. No change in position of the back. And if that means you can't go as far with the arms, that's fine. Just go as far as you can, and you should still feel that stretch across your chest. Couple more of those, just as far as you can manage. Hold it for as long as you like. If you really enjoy that stretch, you can hold it for a little while. When you finished your last one, take it into a full body stretch, fingertips right through to toes. Stretch out. And take some slow, deep breaths. Filling your lungs with air. Expelling every last drop. And we'll leave it there, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.